Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about something very simple and straightforward about Compose or Jetpack Compose. We are going to be talking about remember. So what does remember do and when to use remember? So first of all, you might already know that we don't use remember everywhere, right? So here we are using remember, but if you go to this screen, we are not using it. So what's the deal? So first here, the state is getting created by or within this composable function. But if you go here, the state is not getting created within the composable function. It is getting created in a view model, but it is getting consumed in the composable function. Now, what does remember do? So, whenever your composable function is called the first time, remember initializes the value and caches the value. Now, whenever you change the values, remember updates the value within the cache. And whenever you hit a recomposition and your composable screen or function is called again, it uses the cache instead of reinitializing the value. It works similarly to how you use lazy in Kotlin, but not exactly. So in lazy, what happens is that you create a val, and then when it's first used, the val is initialized and thereafter the same value is used. Lazy only works with val. Remember works with var as well, and that is the main use case, right? You want to change your state. And remember doesn't initialize it when it's first used. Remember initializes aggressively. So whenever it says it sees a declaration, if it is not cached, if that value is not already cached, it initializes. Why we don't need remember here? Because this value or this state is getting initialized in view model, and whenever the recomposition happens, it will fetch the latest value from the view model, and state change also happens in view model. So view model is taking care of keeping the current value up to date or current state up to date. Now, how does remember cache the value? So if you go into the declaration of remember, you can see that it uses current composer.cache. We'll talk about composer in a separate video, but let's focus on the cache part. So in remember, you pass a block or calculation as it's described in the parameters here, and remember passes the same block to cache. Now what does cache do? It just checks, first it checks if the remembered value is already there in cache. If it is there, it just returns the same value. If it is not there, it does another check. So if the value is invalid, or if the composer is empty, then it calls the block that's passed here as a calculation block from remember to initialize the value, and then it updates the same in cache and remembers the value. So that's how remember works, and I hope you like this video. Please like this video and subscribe if you want more content like this. See you next time.